Hey, what's going on? This is Pastor Curtis for another episode of Wisdom on Wednesdays. And this week, we are talking about the hot topic of singleness. That's right, singleness. Now, you married people, please don't remove yourself from this conversation because this is relevant for you as well. As numbers show, man, the country is over 50% singles, and just in our church, we're over 50% single. So this affects all of us and how we relate and build community with each other. So what does it look like to walk out living a wise life in the area of singleness and relating well to our single brothers and sisters? So number one, we have to know each other, right? Now, married people, this is specifically for you. Man, when it comes to singles, married people, we easily dismiss and minimize them from our community, right? That we think our issues are the complexity of marriage and the complexity of children will put us in a whole nother place when it comes to issues. And singles have different kind of issues, not as important. And we just push them out of our community. And singles feel that. I have friends that tell me that. And so married people, it is important for us to see the singles around us, to affirm them and to bring them into our world, into our community, not just into community group, but invite them into your dinner table. I have a dear friend, she's been single for years, and she'll regularly tell me that she's rarely invited in for dinner parties with her married friends. But her married friends, they have nothing but invitations. But for some reason, when her married friends see her, they just automatically eliminate and remove her from the list, right? Now, that's probably happening accidentally, inadvertently, but it's important to know that it's happened. So married people, here's what I want you to do. Be ultra intentional of seeing the singles around you, affirming them, and inviting them into your world and into your dinner table. Secondly, singles. It's important to know yourself. When we're talking about singleness and dating, all right, many of you out there, you have a desire to be married. So what do you do with your singleness? I think it's important to know yourself. Know your struggles, know your idols, know the false narratives that you believe that you need to submit to the gospel. It's important to know them prior to marriage, because if we haven't learned how to lean into the Lord in these specific areas prior to marriage, it makes it that much harder after marriage. And if we haven't learned, quite often we will think our spouse is the solution to these issues instead of Jesus being the solution to these issues. So know yourself. Singles, here's one practical thing. Know your debt. That's right, financial debt. Studies would show it is easier to get out of debt as a single. You get out of debt much faster as a single than when you get married. And I can tell you from personal experience, that is true. So know your debt and start paying your debt down while you are single. So let's recap. First, married. Invite singles into your world, into your community. Know them deeply. Singles, know yourself, know your struggles, your idols. Get help, whatever that is, right? Get counseling, do whatever you need to do, but know yourself and get help. And then lastly, singles, know your financial debt, pursue debt freedom prior to marriage when it's a lot easier. See you next week for another episode of Wisdom on Wednesdays. And stay tuned for a special guest, my boy, Kempton Turner.